When you hit a stretch of empty highway on your morning commute, or if you were born into a supportive, high-resource family, you are experiencing fortune. Fortune describes the external circumstances that are strictly outside of our control. Luck, however, requires a specific kind of human agency. Securing a second job interview might appear to be a random event, but it is often the direct result of a well-timed thank you note or hours of silent preparation. Curious, slightly leaning in, this creates a difficult question. If luck is a cultivatable skill, something that can be practiced and measured, why do so many people remain chronically unlucky, no matter how much effort they invest? We treat luck as a structural outcome, a direct consequence of the specific psychological posture we adopt toward the world. Our brains evolved to prioritize safety over advancement. By default, the human nervous system scans the environment for threats rather than seeking out hidden opportunities. To protect our egos from the sting of failure, we adopt limiting self-narratives. We hear once that we can't sing or aren't cut out for leadership, and we integrate those stories until we truly believe we don't belong in certain spaces. In this state, a person acts like a wind vane on top of a house. They can see the winds of opportunity blowing past them, but they simply spin in place, acknowledging the movement without ever engaging with it. While this psychological armor protects us from the embarrassment of a social stumble, it also renders us blind to the invisible opportunities that surround us. Engineering luck requires intentionally dropping that armor and exposing ourselves to the elements. This radar chart maps out what researchers call a riskometer. Most of us have an uneven risk profile, comfortable with intellectual challenges, but terrified of social or emotional exposure. Pushing luck means intentionally expanding these axes, like initiating a conversation with a stranger in line. That specific discomfort is the mandatory psychological cost of forcing luck into our lives. Once we accept the risk of engagement, we need a tool to process the problems we encounter: framestorming. This is the practice of fundamentally questioning the premise of a problem before rushing to a solution. Consider the suitcase. We don't actually want the suitcase itself. We want access to our belongings at our destination. If we solve for the suitcase, we just get better wheels. If we solve for the access, options like shipping our gear ahead or using a 3D printed wardrobe. Identifying the true underlying need allows us to look past immediate friction and find creative avenues for opportunity that others miss. These creative avenues almost always lead back to other people. Luck is a team sport, which is why transactional, short-term networking rarely produces a lasting result. Take the case of a student who secured a high-profile videography role at the White House. She didn't get the job through a cold application. She got it because she spent a decade sharing her work and maintaining a genuine relationship with a former professor. Sustainable luck is engineered through these compounding layers of appreciation and genuine connection over long periods of time. Adopting this lifestyle means accepting a difficult reality. Taking emotional and social risks guarantees eventual failure. The key is how you visualize the bottom. When a risk doesn't pay off, do you see yourself falling into a black hole, or do you see yourself hitting a trampoline? If you view failure as a trampoline, the experience becomes actionable feedback. It provides the specific data you need to adjust your next attempt. Psychological resilience acts as the engine of luck. Every time you bounce back, you earn another statistical chance to encounter a breakthrough. Small daily actions, like sending a quick 15-second appreciation text, create a massive chain reaction of future possibilities. Look at this line chart visualizing a 1% daily improvement. Doing the same thing every day results in a flat line, but increasing your risk tolerance by just 1% daily yields a payoff nearly 38 times larger. Our inherited stories often obscure the dozens of small, high-leverage choices we make every hour. The thank you notes we send, the strangers we talk to, and the persistence we show after a setback all broaden the boundaries of what is possible for us. By shedding psychological armor and taking deliberate risks, you stop waiting for a lucky break.
You actively build the sail that catches the wind.